I'm surprised, I must admit, but some fans seem to be split on whether Michael Beale did the right thing. I mean, I just thought it was the right thing. I was amazed that there was anybody thinking otherwise. Can you understand that he would be getting any kind of stick for that from his own fans?
I was on the hotline this morning, and you're right. The opinion is completely split down the middle with Rangers fans.
Yeah. So why? So the ones who are against it, why?
Because on the one hand, they understand exactly how Michael Beale explained it, that Tillman had no idea what was going on because he'd been down on the ground injured at the moment the ball was played out, and didn't know how it had become to be a throw-in. And also some reckon, I'm not sure about this, but some reckon Kevin Holt had no plan at all to give it back to Rangers and simply took a rotten touch. I don't go along with that. I think Big Holt, it was a certainty to be launching it back to Rangers in a far safer area of the park, which you see happen most games actually in these incidents. But those that reckon Beale was wrong fear that at that time of the game it could have come back to bite his team badly at a key point of the game and gave Thistle a sniff of victory and what would have been a humongous shock.
Mm-hmm. I've seen a lot of people saying it was weak of Michael Beale to do that. That he was, that had the shoe in another foot. That Ian McCall wouldn't have done it, or another Scottish Premiership manager, had it been in the league, wouldn't have done the same thing. But I'm not sure that's an argument that Rangers need to concern themselves with. At the end of the day, Michael Beale made the right call, and I think it was a brave call. I think it was for him to stand there with 50,000 people screaming for him, Rangers just to basically play on and take the goal. The easiest thing in the world for him would have just in that sense said, no, we'll let kick off and we'll take the goal. But no, I think fair play to him. He knew that that's not the way that Rangers need to win a game, and he was absolutely right. He said afterwards that the Rangers don't need that kind of goal to beat Partick Thistle, and of course it was risky and it could have backfired, but I think it shows his faith in this team. I think it shows a real sort of the steely character that I think he's going to need to be a successful Rangers manager. For him to stand up and make that call, and I think he deserves praise for it. Obviously Malik Tillman, he was right in front of me as he was down. I can assure you, but he wasn't looking at what was happening. He'd been sort of stamped on. I think it was Harry Milne that sort of stamped on him. He just hadn't seen how the situation had played out with Antonio Cholak putting out for a throw-in. So the fact that Michael Beale was able to, in that situation with a very short amount of time, come up with what was absolutely the right decision. I think he deserves huge praise for him. And it means that, this is still a talking point, and we're obviously sitting here today discussing it, but it's taken some of the air out of what would have been a huge controversy if that had been the way that Rangers had got their way into the Scottish Cup quarterfinals.